Are you in a position where you keep letting yourself have one more cookie, one more donut, one more bag of chips, and telling yourself it's fine, I'll just start again tomorrow, or I'll start again next week on Monday, only to just get stuck in the cycle of making empty promises to yourself and constantly going back into overeating and binging? And let's be honest, if binging and overeating was just all about willpower, you would have fixed it by now. So these are the exact habits and mindset shifts I took to help me stop overeating without restriction or guilt. The first thing you have to understand is that binging isn't about a lack of control, and framing it as lack of control and lack of discipline can be what is infringing upon your progress to stopping it. Binging is often a biological and psychological response. It can come from things like restriction, stress, blood sugar crashes, boredom, feeling deprived or off plan. When you restrict your body from the nutrients that it's meant to be getting, if you are not getting enough calories in, if you are not eating enough meals, your body fights back. And the moment you allow it to have that piece of food, the more it wants, and it won't turn off that craving or that hunger signal until it is completely satisfied and no longer depleted from previous restriction. When you restrict food, your body thinks that food is scarce. So when you teach your brain that food is abundant and that it's always available, your brain will stop having that urge to overeat and binge the moment it has access to more food. So remember, you don't have a problem. Your body just doesn't trust you enough and it's trying to keep you alive. It's a survival mechanism. So my first, probably one of the most important things to help stop binging and overeating is eating enough during the day. The most common time to binge for people is at night or in the evening. A lot of people sometimes think that if they restrict their calories through the day, it's a good thing because that just means they can eat more during the evening. Not only is that really not good for you and not healthy at all, because your body is going to be focusing on digestion rather than rest and recovery when it's sleeping, but also again, it is switching your body into survival mode. One of the most important meals I believe you should pay attention to is breakfast. If you are a woman especially, make sure that you eat within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. This is decreasing your cortisol spike in the morning and prevents your body and brain from going into this stressful, survival, scarcity mindset. If your body knows that it's getting food the moment you wake up and it no longer needs to be stressed, your body will slowly start to trust you more and more. Make sure that your breakfast is not tiny. Your breakfast has to be substantial, has to have at least 20 grams of protein, and ideally be a savory breakfast. This will really help to reduce any blood sugar crashes, which in turn decreases cravings throughout the day, but also help with keeping your energy and hunger levels stable. So obviously having breakfast is really important, but you also need to make sure that you're eating regularly throughout the day. So if you get hungry, take that as a sign, listen to your body, and trust your body to know when it is hungry and when it needs food. So eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they should have at least 3 to 4 hours in between them. Make sure to not wait until you are starving, because again, going into that starved state is putting your body into survival mode, increasing your cortisol and therefore can be increasing your cravings and your urge to binge and overeat. So by teaching your body to trust you, teaching your body to know that it's going to have regular meals at regular intervals, is going to minimize that urge for you to binge and overeat. My next thing is learn to pause and suppress. So what I mean by this is the moment you get a craving, and this is after already a full day of eating, the moment you get that craving to binge or overeat, even though you're no longer hungry, set a 20-minute timer onto your phone. And if that 20-minute timer goes off and you are still craving that food, allow yourself to eat it. But 70% of the time, the craving will be gone. The next step is to actually pause and think, why do I want to eat this food right now? Before you make that irrational choice to go downstairs or go to the kitchen and grab that food from the pantry or the fridge, stop, pause, think to yourself. Am I bored? Am I stressed? Am I lonely? Do I just need a quick dopamine fix? And when you identify why you actually are reaching for this food, you can find different habits or things for you to do to satisfy those emotions instead. So if you want to eat just to get a quick dopamine fix, maybe just scroll on TikTok instead. Now, I'm not saying that that is a good habit in itself, but for somebody who is trying to stop binging and overeating, sometimes even those habits, like scrolling on TikTok, are the only way to get the same dopamine fix they would if they were to overeat. If you are bored, maybe message your friend, ask them to go out, or go for a walk. If you are stressed, do some breathing exercises, meditating. Find replacements for your food. One of the big things I believe really helped me is keeping myself busy. If I have a full packed day, packed schedule, to-do list, I am so focused on getting everything I need to done in the day completed that I don't even think about food until I get hungry and I know I need to eat. Making your life busy, giving yourself things to do every single day, even if they're just small tasks. Right writing them down on a to-do list, creating a schedule for yourself. You could literally just read 50 pages of my book, go on a walk, work out. This way you are forcing your brain to focus on different tasks rather than constantly thinking about food. My next thing is look at what food you are actually eating. If you are constantly eating high carbs, very low protein, very low fiber, very low fat, high sugar, your blood sugar is probably going crazy, which in turn leads to blood sugar crashes and that needs to constantly snack and overeat. If you are making sure that you are eating whole, nutritious foods and filling every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with protein, carbs, fats, and fiber, it's really hard for you to not feel satisfied after that meal and no longer need that urge to snack. For example, the moment I started to create balanced meals for myself with protein, carbs, fiber, fats, I feel like a lot of people miss out the fats. Fats are so essential, not only for your hormone health, but also to really help with satiety and keeping you full. Hormones are also vital for helping you balance your hormones, and these can be hormones like ghrelin and leptin, which are your hunger and fullness hormones. So if you are feeding your body the right food, not only will you be delivering the right minerals, vitamins, and nutrients to your body won't constantly need that urge to top up on a snack or anything else you overeat on at the end of the day. Now, I am not saying that it is bad to crave a sweet treat after a savory meal, because let's be honest, we are all guilty of that. Sometimes I don't crave something sweet after a meal, sometimes I do. So if I do, I just opt for healthy options. For example, one of my favorite websites is Vilgain. They have so much good refined sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, seed oil-free snacks that I love to eat, which won't spike my blood sugar levels, won't irritate my gut, won't leave me feeling inflamed or bloated, but will satisfy my sweet craving and prevent me from wanting more. Other things you could have instead are fruits, dark chocolate. Try to aim for 70% and above to actually get those beneficial polyphenols from the chocolate. Nuts are so good. If you want a good replacement for chips, get salted nuts. And then over time, you can stop having the salted ones and just have plain nuts. And your body actually uses more energy to digest nuts. So not only are you burning more energy when eating them, you don't even actually absorb all the calories in nuts because they break down at the bottom of your intestinal tract. So they're such a good nutrient-dense snack to have. Another thing I'd really recommend is to drink tea throughout the day between your meals. Whether this is peppermint, spearmint, chamomile, green tea, matcha. Yes, matcha counts. If you're a coffee drinker, drink coffee. Again, this will prevent you from wanting to overeat in the evening because you are satisfying your cravings throughout the day. I have so much more tips to talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long. So my last thing I'm going to talk about is what to do after you binge or after you overeat. So this part is arguably more important than preventing the binge because realistically, it's going to still happen if you are in the healing stage. But key things that you should not do at any cost after a day of binging is skipping breakfast, restricting in any sort of way, punishing with loads of exercise, spiraling into guilt and shame. What you should do is just return to your normal eating cycle. Have breakfast within 30 minutes to an hour of waking up. Have lunch, have dinner, drink at least 2 liters of water throughout the day. Get at least 10,000 steps just to make sure that you keep your body moving and help your digestion from the previous day. Treat it as an experience to learn from. Sit down, journal, think about the triggers that may have triggered you to binge or overeat the previous day. So the key thing I want you to take away from this video today is that stopping binging isn't about your lack of willpower or control. It's about building trust with your body and reducing that scarcity mindset, changing it and allowing your body to know that food is abundant and will always be accessible, and trusting yourself that you are allowed to eat without feeling guilt or shame. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any other video recommendations that you would like to see from me, please leave it down in the comments down below, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!